Welcome back. My name is Patrick Nolan. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Missouri. This is Pat Talks Law. So, please excuse the fans in the background. Today is the first day of the year that my car's climate control decided we need air conditioning. I don't know how to feel about that. So, anyway, it has been an interesting day already. I already recorded the PTL this morning on my way to a trial that I had scheduled. And then I decided, said to myself, I don't really want to post that, so I'm going to do it again. So I did it again, right now. Today we are going to talk about how your lawyer chooses you. We've talked about how you choose a lawyer. We've talked about other things along that line. But the fact of the matter is that your lawyers are choosing you at the initial meeting. You know, that first client interview where you meet them, they meet you. And I'm going to pause this for a second because I'm going to wash this nasty car. Actually, let me hit pause. All right. So that's going to tell me go ahead here in just a second. So your lawyer chooses you just like you choose your lawyer. And that's a very important thing to remember. Okay, we don't have to take you as a client. There are a lot of reasons lawyers take clients that are not optimal. Okay, a lawyer may not be in a position. Just a moment. The lawyer may not be in a position to pick and choose that well. You know, they might be stuck with the whatever client they get. Okay, we'll take this off. Now, they might be stuck with whatever client they get. It might be a situation where, hey, they're practicing door law, whatever comes through the door. Chances are you don't want a lawyer that is practicing door law. You want a lawyer that has a business. They don't have to take crappy cases. So when a client comes in and talks to me, I'm evaluating. Am I going to be able to work with this person? I'm going to be tied up with this person for the next 6, 12, 18 months. Am I going to have to deal with a bunch of whiny phone calls? Is this person going to be a pain in my ass? Or are they going to work forward on their case? Are they going to do what I tell them to do? If they ask for legal advice, sorry about that. If they ask for legal advice and I give them legal advice, are they then going to follow it? Or are they going to ignore it? These are important questions. I want to know if you're going to do what I tell you. You come, you pay me for legal advice, and then you don't follow it and you make your case that much harder. It costs that much more, and frankly, it sucks. So I don't want somebody. I've got three points that I consider. Can they pay? Are they a paying client? Will they listen to my advice? And are they a pain in the ass? You can pick two of those three and I'll take you. You're a paying client, you listen to my advice, and you're a pain in the ass, I'll still take you. Okay? If you're a pain in the ass and you're a paying client and you're not really listening to advice, I'll probably still take you. But you're going to have two out of those three. Okay? And paying is really one of the more required ones. So, and part of the reason I'm making this video is I got named in a video that was posted on Facebook yesterday by somebody who's facing charges in Missouri for cultivating marijuana plants. The charge is manufacturing. They take issue with that. So they're upset because no lawyer has volunteered to take their case for free. Okay? Remember the 3 points. Paying client, follow advice, and not be a pain in the ass. Well, that person would not be a paying client. They don't follow advice. They haven't followed any of the free advice they were given by people, by lawyers I know. Okay? You know, they were given free advice. Hell, I said, shut up. Stop talking about your case. Get off the internet. Keep your case quiet. And don't talk about it. And for the love of God, stop filing motions. So, what does this person do? They talk about their case online. They make recorded statements. They do printed statements. And all the while they're talking about their case, you know the prosecution's recording it. So, and I know what they were quoted. A couple of attorneys that they'd talked to, I know what they were quoted. Okay, because they told me. And then, you know, was it last night or this morning, they come back and they say that no attorney quoted them a dollar amount under $25,000. I know that's not true. But be that as it may, it doesn't matter. The fact is that criminal defense is expensive. If you're going to play stupid games and commit crimes, you have to have a plan for paying for your defense. That's just the way it is. Even if you don't agree, tell me I got to pull forward now. So, 1 second. There we go. Even if you don't agree with the law, let's face it, there are a lot of laws that I don't agree with. In this case, this person is very adamantly against any marijuana laws. And, you know, that's with good cause. Look, our marijuana laws, frankly, aren't the best. They have a lot of problems with them. But the secondary issue with that is you still have to follow them. You know, this is a person who, again, isn't following advice. She didn't go get a patient card. Why? Because she didn't think she should have to. Now, then she gets raided, gets busted. She doesn't have a patient card. She doesn't have that layer of protection between her and the state. Because she didn't do it. So now she's claiming, well, she's a qualified patient. She may be. But she didn't bring her records to a doctor and get the certification done. Hey, I may be a qualified doctor, but if I go and start practicing medicine without getting the license sign off, I'm still committing a crime. So, and by the way, I'm not a doctor. I just played one in high school. So, the problem here is unrealistic expectations that people have. Lawyers don't work for free. We can't. The secondary part, see, that's not even a park. That's a yard. I love that yard. One of these days, that house is going to go up for sale, and I want to buy it in the worst way. But I don't think I'm going to be able to afford it. Because I take entirely too many low-income and pro bono cases. A lot of lawyers do. We take cases to help people. That's why we went into law. And the problem is that doesn't pay my mortgage. It doesn't put money aside to send my kids to college. It doesn't pay my student loans or my other bills. And if I go out of business, those are people that I subsequently cannot help. Wow, light off the truck. It's a weird lighting effect. Anyway, but those are people that I cannot help if I do that. So if I go out of business, these people are just hosed. They'll get another attorney. I mean, come on, let's be realistic. But that's a number of people that aren't getting help. Now, I understand, you know, this person has filed motion after motion from claiming that she had a right as a card-carrying Native American to plant whatever the hell she wanted, including weed, to a straight sovereign citizen filing in February, to another filing no notice claiming that case should be dismissed because another court found that there was a problem with continuing to keep people on a delay. So those are issues. And I get that. But that doesn't create an onus for the legal bar, for lawyers to provide their services for free. One thing you have to remember is, if you want somebody to give you something for free, be worthy of it. I know this person got a ton of advice from lawyers on their Facebook page, told them, shut the hell up. Now, everybody wanted to share the Pop Brothers at Law stuff a couple months ago and last year. Love those guys, by the way. Their script is phenomenal. Go look it up. But shut up. That's it. Stop talking. Stop talking about the case. Stop talking to the police. Be quiet. In this case, these are people that will not stop talking. They are intending to be martyrs. And at one point, I did say that I have never seen two defendants more eager to drive themselves to prison than those two. And the filings prove it. It's quite a shame. So, as a lawyer, would I take them as a client? No, I wouldn't. Because of the three critical things, they can't pay, they won't listen to advice, and they're pains in the ass. Because they're filing their own motions and they're going stupid. Okay? So those are your three things. Two of them have to be met for me. You got to be able to pay. You got to either follow my advice or not be a pain in the ass. I'm pretty easygoing about that. I will drop you if you can't make those three, meet two of those 3 points. And I mean, look, there's more to it, but that's a distillation. So when you come in and you sit down, you're talking to your attorney is also gauging, feeling you out. Just because you met with the attorney does not mean that they're going to take your case. And if the attorney feels like they have to take your case, that may not be the attorney for you. You have to feel comfortable with the attorney. The attorney also needs to feel comfortable with you. We have to know that you're telling us the truth. We have to know that you're serious. We have to know that you will listen to, hell, you don't have to follow all of our advice, but you have to give it due consideration and understand the consequences of not following your attorney's legal advice. That's an important thing. So that's something that you need to know. Well, I am going to be doing a video this weekend. It's probably going to be at the desk, and we're going to discuss the federal marijuana flip-flops, and we're going to talk about, it might wind up being 2 videos, I don't know, and we're going to talk about the Missouri pending legalization bills. Some of them have good points. Well, all of them have some good points. All of them have some bad points. So we'll talk about that as well. Please hit like, subscribe. Think about what we said. When you're picking an attorney, the attorney is also picking you. And we'll be talking to you again soon.